Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Community Conversation with Mayor Jerry Abramson. Mayor, thank you so much for sitting down with us today.
Great to be with you again.
As always, we're here to answer folks' questions at home and to let them know a little bit about what's going on in our community.
Right.
We've had some great announcements this month that have to do with public safety. The first is a new program that helps return missing persons home to their loved ones.
Police now have another tool to help find missing children and adults. The new program was developed after the murder of 4-year-old Ivan Kano this summer. Because there were no witnesses, investigators couldn't issue an Amber Alert. Now, when it's needed, local police officers can activate Operation Return Home. Emails will be sent immediately to organizations who can help, including media, police departments, hospitals, and schools.
We never really coordinated our efforts to really deal with those missing individuals that were between those constant runaways or angry adults that we pretty much knew were going to come back versus those Amber qualifications. We never really had a mechanism to address those in-betweens.
More than 2,000 people were reported missing last year in Metro Louisville. Local authorities are hopeful that this new service will help to find those who slipped through the cracks.
Operation Return Home was launched after Ivan Kano went missing in June. And Mayor, our police department did a lot of things in those days after that disappearance. But we really wanted to formalize that relationship because we couldn't issue an Amber Alert and wanted to do something for families.
That's exactly right. Our police department really responded, plus a lot of volunteers helped as soon as the child was noticed to be missing and then the alert went out. But unfortunately, the state police do not trigger an Amber Alert unless a witness sees the abduction of the child, and an Amber Alert only focuses on children. So post Ivan Kano's terrible, terrible tragedy, we've been working on trying to come up with our own response, our own Amber Alert, if you will, not only for children, but also for adults. You know, unfortunately, from time to time, there's an Alzheimer's patient that leaves their home and is confused, and he or she has difficulty finding a way back. So we set up this game plan, this operation that literally, when an officer believes that a child or an adult is missing, and is not one of the kind of things that, you know, husband and wife get mad at each other, the husband leaves, but he always comes back 48 hours later. But when the officer makes that determination, we then have this immediate email alert that goes to all the police departments, all the hospitals, all the media here in the community, all the public schools in the community, as well as the YMCA locations to say, here's an individual that's missing, an adult or a child, give the specifics. And we can also go in with MetroSafe. We have the capability to go in a zip code and literally make immediate phone calls to everybody that lives in a zip code. If the adult or the child was last seen in a specific area of the community, we can immediately respond by having the calls made, describing the individual that is missing, and hopefully we'll be much more successful in the future. And it is the first of its kind that we're aware of anywhere in America where a local community has set up this system that interacts with not only the media, but with the schools, with the Ys, with the hospitals, etc., throughout our community.
And really, the neat thing about this is that we believe we can get that information into the hands of the community within 30 minutes.
Yeah, actually, that is really the most exciting part of this, because when a decision is made by the officer on the beat, and it goes back to Crimes Against Children who do the analysis as to the importance of it, we can within 30 minutes get it on the street and get it to all those organizations to begin looking for the child or looking for the adult.
And really, you mentioned when we announced this, as the population ages in this community, this is really important because we can use this for elderly or Alzheimer patients who may have walked away from home.
That's exactly right. The Amber Alert is only for children. We can use this approach that we've got literally focused on not only children, but also on adults. And we think that that's the best way to keep our community as safe as possible.
And the number to call when you have get this notice or when you see this alert is 574-LMPD. And that number is used for many different points of contact within this community for our police department.